You got me?
Yeah, you got me?
Yeah, I got you, brother.
Dude, I appreciate you sitting down with me. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. No big deal, man.
How you been?
Not too bad, man. Just getting ready to go. Getting ready to go to the season.
Yeah, when do you guys start? Spring?
Yeah, we start playing games in February. So February 27th for the Clowns is the first game. But I got a report in January, so about 3 weeks. But
Cool. Are
yeah,
you
man.
do you know who your roommate's gonna be yet?
Yeah. So I'm gonna have three roommates. And I'm not sure how familiar you are with the Clowns roster, but I'll be living with Eli Patton.
I interviewed him.
Oh, really? That's
He's
fun.
awesome.
Yeah, seems like a good dude. Um, but yeah, I'll be rooming with him, and then Nick Wilson,
I
the guy.
interviewed him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then what about Brett Madoc?
I don't think I've had him yet.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
Cool,
Well,
dude. Those Eli Payton and Nick Williams are awesome, dude.
that's awesome. Yeah. No, I'm excited to live with them. I'm excited to get to know them. So it'll be good.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have an interview with the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Daniel Foster. Thank you for sitting down with me of the Indianapolis Clowns.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to be here.
I don't know if you know exactly yet, but could you please tell me what you think your role will be with the Clowns this upcoming tour?
Um, Yeah, we haven't had much conversation about that, but I do know I'm the only left-handed pitcher. So
On
I
the
think
roster?
on the roster, yeah. So I think that I will probably be in a relief role just because of that, but we'll see what Coach Fox wants to do. So
That's actually crazy that you're the only lefty.
yeah, that's a first, I think, for
Yeah.
sure.
Because especially like the party animals, they have Jake School. There's a lot of lefties that mash in Banana Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, the he must trust me enough, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Is that kind of a confidence builder knowing that your coach trusts in you being the only lefty to get guys out?
Yeah, yeah, it definitely does give me a lot of confidence. I was in a kind of similar situation last year in my first professional season. I was one of only two lefties, which was even more rare for a professional baseball
Yeah.
team, independent league. So, yeah, it gives me confidence for sure.
Cool. Which stadium are you most excited to play in this season?
Um, probably, probably Coors Field. Just it's the biggest stadium and it's in a really cool area, Denver, Colorado. So I'm excited to play there.
That's interesting coming out of a pitcher because the ball flies there.
Yeah. Yeah. I played in the Pioneer League, which is up in the Montana area and Idaho, like way up where the ball flies. So I'm used to the ball flying.
Cool. If you could get one strikeout in an MLB stadium, whether it was Coors Field or somewhere else, where would it be?
Probably Coors Field. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just there's so many people there. That would be really cool. So
The stadium looks so pretty too with that waterfall in deep center.
yeah. Yeah, it is a beautiful stadium. I haven't been there yet, but I can only imagine.
Yeah. Staying on the note of getting guys out, who are you most excited to play against in Banana Bowl?
Um, I mean, there's a lot of big names with Banana Ball, like Coach Rack and KJ and Jackson, like all those guys. I feel like any of those guys, I really do feel like was going to be really. It's going to be really cool to face them, just because I've known who they've been for the past couple of years, but. Looking back at the season last year, Jake's school, he was the
Yeah.
MVP. So I think that being a lefty, I have a good chance of having a lot of success against him. So definitely getting him out will be a confidence booster for the rest of the season. And we play them opening day on February 27th. So yeah,
Cool. Like you mentioned, dude, Jake School lefty is gonna be tough on him.
yeah, it'll be tough, I think. But he's a good hitter too. So
Yeah. If you get a coach Rack out, are you gonna tell him Rack taught me?
yeah, I'll put that one in the back pocket.
Would you consider yourself a big trash talker, or do you just like to go out there and pitch?
Um, I wouldn't really consider myself much of a trash talker. But I've had my moments for sure.
Cool. We all have those. Sometimes they get heated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who are you most excited to play on with the Clowns?
Um, I mean, there's Jackie Bradley Jr. I think that
Yeah,
that's gonna be super cool to just play with the next big leaguer with that much experience. I think that I'm gonna learn a lot off him, which is gonna be really cool, and just to be able to say for the rest of my life that
yeah,
I share the field with a World Series champion will be cool. So
that's
yeah, but there's him, and then also I played. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Dale Francis, but I played in Leesburg with him in the collegiate league that I played in about 3 years ago. So
that's
it'll be
cool.
cool to play with an old teammate. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Do you think you're gonna ask Jackie Bradley Jr. to sign anything?
probably not. No, I just think yeah, probably not.
Cool. But it'd be so cool to share a field with that dude.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be fun.
He's gonna be such a hit in the plazas.
Yeah, yeah. He's gonna be. I definitely am gonna have a lot of confidence pitching, knowing that he's gonna be in center field with us. So
Yeah. Do you think he'll learn more from you guys? Like, I know you guys are a new team, but he's coming from Major League Baseball, or do you think his experience from MLB will help you guys more?
yeah, I think that there will be shared knowledge for sure. Banana ball is such a different. The core root of baseball is the same, but there's a lot of differences between you know Major League Baseball and banana ball and entertainment. So I definitely think that there will be some shared knowledge that goes around the clubhouse because you also have banana ball veterans that are
Yeah.
on our team as well. So I think it'll be a shared knowledge for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how he adjusts with like stepping out, doing trick plays always.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be a good adjustment for all of us who are new.
Yeah. Which role do you think will be the hardest for him to kind of grasp the concept of?
For him, I think probably the stepping out. You can't step out of the box just because in Major League Baseball that is, and really just baseball in general. You step out of the box all the time. So
Yeah, I agree with that because, like you said, MLB hitters they take a swing. Let's say they're late, they step out, clear their mind, and then get back in, and you can't do that in Banana Bowl.
exactly, yeah. Unless you want another strike on you.
Yeah, as a pitcher, do you kind of look forward to that, like knowing you can pitch fast to get guys to step out?
Yeah, I am a guy that works fast. Like when I was playing in the Pioneer League and in college, I was already a guy that worked very fast. So I'm just looking forward to kind of utilizing that to my strength.
Cool. Do you ever get tired while working fast? Because I bet it gets tiring throwing a pitch, getting right back on the mound, and then doing it again.
Yeah, I actually just got done yesterday throwing to some live hitters, and I worked in kind of my quick tempo that I'm hoping to utilize in banana ball, and I was pretty tired. Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's getting used to it. I think it's just going to take a little bit to get used to it.
for sure. Also,
Yeah.
as a pitcher, I'm assuming you're gonna love the fan caught foul ball.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll love it if I induce a foul out to a fan. It's going to be great.
That's like one of those rules that you love as a pitcher and hate as a batter.
Absolutely. Yeah. If I was a batter, I would hate that rule.
Yeah, because it change like it can change the grasp of the inning. Let's say there was a guy on second and with no outs, and you foul out to a fan. That's a first out with the guy on second still.
Yeah, exactly. It changes the course of innings for sure.
Yeah. Do you have a certain like number you want to of guys you want to get to foul out to fans or no?
I haven't really thought about that much yet, but I mean, I would like a lot of them to be fouled out.
Yeah. Yeah, it would suck because you don't even put a ball in play and you get out.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's great for me. Makes my
Yep,
job.
for sure. So, where did you play college ball at?
So I played college ball at Palm Beach Atlantic University. It's a Division II college in South Florida.
Nice. How do you think that college in D2 prepared you for Banana Bowl?
It definitely prepared me well. I'm playing against a couple of players that played in my conference. So the
Really?
yeah, so the competition in my conference for Division II was more Division I level conference. It was definitely the best Division II conference in the country with schools
Wow.
University of Tampa, Nova Southeastern, um, Florida Southern. There's just a lot of very good competition. But yeah, I think that really prepared me well for banana ball and prepared me also well for my first year of professional baseball last year. So
Cool. Who do you know who some of the guys were that were in your conference are now in Banana Bowl?
yes, I know the names. Both of them went to University of Tampa, but I played them last year. Their names are JD Urso and CJ Williams for the Coconuts.
Nice.
Yeah,
In college, who was the toughest guy to get out?
college. I'm trying to remember names, but um there was this one, I think his name was like LaCory or something like that. But it was my sophomore year of college and he played for Florida Southern. I remember that. But we just could not get him out, man. It was crazy. He was a left-handed bat that just got to every pitch no matter what we threw. So yeah, I would definitely say he was the toughest out for sure.
Dude, there's some guys like that. They're like they can take any pitch oppo wherever they want it, and then they won't chase. So you walk them, and then they get on base and they steal it. It's ridiculous.
I will take back what I said. The toughest guy that I ever faced in college, his name was EJ Cumbo, and he played for the University of Tampa with those two guys that I mentioned before. But he played for 3 years at the University of Tampa, and it was my first 3 years at PBA. That guy, he won Sunshine State Conference Player of the Year 2 years in a row. So,
Wow, that's
yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah, he was a good hitter.
Tampa must have been loaded then.
Yeah, they were always the best team in our conference. But that's just, I mean, historically, they were just a good team and winners win. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of teams, so the Clowns are an old team with a lot of history. Do you have any plans on how to like honor the history of the old players while you're playing?
Yeah. I think that learning more is going to be something that is going to be very good for me. Um, I think by learning the history and by understanding what it means to be playing on such a historical team is going to honor it well.
Yeah.
And also, learning some old timey, trick plays and stuff like that will be something as well. But I think that's a lot of things that we're gonna do when we get up there. So
Cool. How do you plan on like learning more? Do you think you'll learn more as the tour goes on, or are you gonna like read about it in the off season?
I've already done a lot of, I guess, research of banana ball. Well, I mean, obviously I had to going into the draft, but
Yeah.
I've been trying to adjust to the rules, adjust to the speed of the game. I think that it will be a learning process throughout spring training, though. Throughout that first month of the season, or not first month of the season, but first month of when we're there, and then yeah, throughout the tour, I think that I'll be learning more as we go, and yeah, it'll just continue to be a learning experience.
Cool. I don't know if you want to steal this, but can't remember who. Someone that I interviewed said he's gonna wear old-fashioned cleats with an old-fashioned glove.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll write that down for sure. I'm definitely gonna try and sneak some old timey drip in there. So
That'd be fire.
yeah,
The glove though, I feel like would hurt though, because they didn't have like any padding.
yeah, I'm not sure if the glove is gonna do that, but I'll leave that to Fisher, who's our entertainment player. He's got all the old timey stuff.
Yeah, dude, he's incredible.
Yeah, he's awesome.
How like so the Clowns are a new team, like I just said, but do you want to kind of become a leader in this clubhouse, or are you gonna leave that to other guys?
Yeah, I mean, everywhere I go, I try and take leadership. I just feel like that's kind of where what God has done on this earth with me is, He's created me to be a leader, and I think that's what's gotten me so far. So I don't want to force it upon anybody. I don't want to force it upon the other players. Be like, oh, I'm going to take leadership, but I feel like naturally I take leadership when I get into a space or a clubhouse. So We'll see what happens, but I could see myself definitely taking some kind of leadership.
Cool. It's awesome all the skills God has given us.
Yeah, absolutely. He creates us all uniquely, and it's beautiful to see what he's done through myself and other people that I love. So
Yeah, it's like not just in Banana Ball, but Banana Ball is a good example. We're all different, and like Banana Ball is a great way to show what God's given us.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely, man.
As a leader, you kind of said you feel like you're a leader. How do you like become a leader without being too harsh on guys?
Yeah, I think that as far as leadership goes, if you try to force it upon yourself and if you try to force it upon others, it won't work. Leadership needs to be natural and it needs to be naturally given. And so the way that you become a leader without being too harsh on guys is by not forcing leadership. It's just by being a natural leader. So,
Cool, so let it just come to you, and if it works, it works.
absolutely. Yep.
Nice. What made you want to be a part of Banana Bowl?
When I first got the call that I got invited to a tryout, I got to learn a lot about the heart of Banana Ball. I got to learn about the fans' first experiences, the fans' first entertainment. Yeah. So sorry about that, man.
Dude, you're chilling. I was sick the other week, so I get it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not sick, but I don't know. I've got a little bit of a cough going on, so
By the way, I know we found a time, but thank you for being with me. I kept pushing it back.
yeah, no worries, man. I get it, dude. I'm a busy guy as well. No worries at all, man.
Cool. So, like I was saying, it's like leadership just comes natural, and if it works, it works.
Yeah. Yes. And then you were asking the banana ball question,
Oh
correct?
yeah, sorry. I think we left off with you talking about how you got that tryout.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So yeah, I got to learn the heart a lot about what Banana Ball was about. The fans first entertainment, what their mission was, what their vision is. Um, and then getting to hear a little bit of what Jesse Cole was saying when he was talking to all of us at the tryout. It really just lit a fire in me about wanting to be more of a professional baseball entertainer, I guess you could say. Just because I've always had a heart for fans, and I think that I've always had a heart for people. And then once I stepped into the professional baseball role last year, I've really just had a heart for fans. So that's really what made me want to join Banana Ball.
Cool. Did you do anything like, did you dress up at the tryout or do anything ordinary, or did you just let it all let go and see what happened?
Yeah, I did not know that we were supposed to dress up. I'll just put it that way. And so I showed up in normal baseball clothes, but I ended up taking off my shirt, and I felt like that was something that was entertaining or that was unique to me. And then I used my shirt as a headband. So yeah, at that time I had hair, so I used it as a headband and kept my hair back. And then somebody looked at me and said, "Dude, you need a shirt." And I was like, "Sorry, it's not entertaining." And then he gave me a pink basketball jersey, so that's what I wore for majority of the tryout.
That's awesome. If you were to dress up,
Um, I think I probably would have wore something like military or something like that.
that would have been sick.
Yeah, I have some military stuff, so I think that would have been cool.
So we kind of talked about it earlier with like pitching fast, but how do you plan on like training for Banana Ball this off season?
Um, yeah, I mean, I'm coming towards the end. Obviously, we have to report in 3 weeks, so
That's crazy because I feel like the tour just ended.
I know. Yeah, I mean, it's a long tour, so um, but yeah, so I have been working a lot on endurance, making sure that I can, you know, hold my breath or not hold my breath, but like, be able to run long distances and yeah, it's just that part of it has been difficult for sure. But then also strength training there is as well. So that's more of the aerobic side of it and strength training side of it. I've just been really trying to lift as much as I can and while also maintaining sprinting and long distance running and all of that. But then as far as the throwing goes, yeah, with the bullpens, I've really just been trying to incorporate at the end. Hey, let's try and throw 10 pitches as fast as we can and try and get as much in the strike zone as you can. And then also incorporating, trick pitches and stuff like that as well. Just it's stuff that I'm not used to, so I'm trying to do it as much as I can.
Nice. That's a smart way to do it. It's like you said, add 10 pitches at the start and then just keep adding to it.
Yep, absolutely.
What do you find easier to do for running long distance or like sprints?
Definitely sprints.
Yeah,
Uh, I'd say I'm probably a better distance runner. I'm not very fast when it comes to sprinting, but easier, definitely sprints.
cool. So you're the only lefty in that bullpen or starter wherever you're gonna be, like you said. How do you plan on like pitching fast but keeping your arm healthy and pitching a lot for your team?
I mean, keeping the arm healthy, that has to do with how I take care of my arm.
Yeah,
So continuing in the weight room, keeping up in the weight room is going to be huge, but also not try to blow myself out in the weight room will be very smart. Um, but then also just being as reliable as I can for my team, incorporating as much as I can. Taking every strong suit that I have and making it as strong as possible. And finding different ways to get different hitters out every time instead of just trying to go to the same thing over and over and over again. So
nice. That's part of the thing with pitching. Like some people that don't play baseball think it's just like throw a fastball as hard as you can, but sometimes you gotta mix timing up, throw a pitch high then low to get guys out.
absolutely. Yeah, I feel like that's something I've never been a guy that has blown up the radar gun. So I've had to learn my craft of, pitching, incorporating different pitches, incorporating different locations. It's just that's something that I, kind of pride myself on.
Yeah, sometimes those are guys are the best, like especially as a lefty, being a crafty lefty, because the guys that blow up the radar gun, they're used to being really good, and a guy like you have to work extra hard, and you have that work ethic built in.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. It's been the story of my baseball career.
Yeah, I've always been taught, and I live by this: don't let anyone outwork you.
Yeah, that's been my motto for really since high school. Since
Cool.
high school. So yeah.
Do you have any trick play ideas for this upcoming season?
Ooh, trick plays. It'll be difficult as a pitcher, because we only get so many fielding opportunities. But um I've thought about kicking the ball over to first base. It's something that I haven't seen before.
That'd
Uh,
be sick.
yeah, that would be cool. So we're gonna work on that. Trick pitch ideas. I would say, the basic stuff, between the legs, behind the back, tapping it up in the glove. I also have been working on throwing the ball as high in the air as I possibly can, and then catching it in the air like this, and then in the same motion throwing the ball.
That'd
So
be sick.
yeah, so that would be fun. But yeah, as far as plays go, yeah, the kick the ball to the first baseman is something that I've been thinking about. So yeah,
Speaking of kicking it, do you have any like other soccer experience in your life, or are you just gonna try it at spring training?
I'm just gonna try that. I've never played soccer in my life, so
Awesome. What do you
yeah,
think? Do you think you'll get it the first try?
no, definitely not.
So pitchers, like they're always on the rubber, you're always in the picture. How do you like focus on entertaining? Like trick plays are cool, but like you're not always gonna get a ball to you.
Yeah, um, I think yeah, kind of what you said. Just trying to be as entertaining as I possibly can. So whether that's interacting with the fans on the mound, while like in between pitches and stuff,
That'd be cool.
interact, yeah, interacting with the batter, while we're competing together. Maybe even like pointing to the camera, while I'm out on the mound and trying to dance and just not be a standstill robot when I'm on the mound.
Yeah. Talking to the fans is a cool idea because the whole organization is about fans first.
Absolutely.
Are you gonna like try and learn any backflips to do while you're standing there? Or no.
Um, I don't think that I quite have the gymnastic skills to do a backflip. Um, the cartwheel has been kind of my adventure for now. But we're getting there. So maybe a cartwheel if we get good enough.
That'd be sick. That's
Yeah,
the thing, like all these banana ball people that can do backflips, are like, dude, just work on it. I've been working on it for so long. It's so hard.
yeah. It's not my gift, but maybe one day.
Yeah, who knows? How was your draft day experience?
Oh, draft day was great. Draft day was a lot of fun. I had about 50 people over at my house for day one, and I'm sure that you know this. I got drafted on day two,
Yeah,
so that made it funny, but also a little bit awkward.
yeah,
But they took it that they knew that I was because my name I was top five picks for day two. So and that popped up for the last pick of day one. So everybody saw my name flash up on the screen. So about 15 of them came back at noon on day two, where as we were waiting for a call from somebody, and thankfully I was the second pick of day two, so it only took 15 minutes for me to get a phone call. So my draft day experience was great, man. It was a lot of fun, and it was a special couple of days.
awesome, dude. That's sick. Was it cool, like getting that call from the Clowns, knowing that you're getting to pitch in MLB stadiums? Because I'm assuming it was your goal to get drafted into the big leagues.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was I knew that I was probably gonna get drafted going into draft day. So but once I got that call, it was really a like it kind of settled in like, oh my gosh, like this is actually gonna happen. And then yeah, as you were saying, since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to, play in front of tens of thousands of people and pitch in big league stadiums and get drafted into the major leagues. Um, so knowing that, I still get to fulfill that dream of playing in front of that many people. Just, it was really surreal, man. And to be honest with you, it hasn't quite settled in yet.
Yeah,
It quite will until I step out on the Angel Stadium, which is the first big league stadium we're playing at. Until I step out on the Angel Stadium in front of 45,000 people. So
that's gonna be crazy.
yeah, man, it'll be cool.
Like, I think we've all seen, like, growing up, those videos of those MLB players getting the phone calls next to their parents. Do you think the banana ball phone call was just as cool as those?
For my family, it was for sure. I think for me, it was as well. My whole family was surrounding me when I got the call, and I think the way that Banana Ball did it was a lot more family friendly than Major League was. With the Major
Yeah.
Leagues, they just don't. It's all about business in the Major Leagues. I love Major League Baseball. I'm not hating on them at all. It was my goal for a long time to play in the big leagues, but with Banana Ball, it's just fans first. Everything is fans first. Everything is family first, and I think that they did a really good job with the draft and calling people. So it's great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that would make sense with the family. They were all about fans first and how they could treat everyone the best.
Absolutely. Yep, that's what I love about Banana Ball.
What is your favorite Bible verse?
Oh, my so I've got two on my arm right here. So there's that one, and then there's Romans 1:16 right here.
Awesome.
Yeah. Um, I would say that probably Romans 1:16 was my life verse growing up in high school, which is for I'm unashamed of the gospel, for it's the power of God that gives power to all, first to the Jew and then to the Greek.
That's
Uh,
powerful.
that was it was a powerful verse for me, especially in a time in high school where I was really struggling with identity. I always fell back on, hey, just don't be ashamed of your faith. Don't be ashamed of the gospel of Jesus. So
Yeah, no matter where you work, he'll carry you.
yeah, absolutely. It's been my life motto.
My personal favorite is Corinthians 4 through 13. Philippians 4 through 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That
Yeah,
one reminds me that like even if I'm having a bad day, he's gonna get me through it, and then he has something greater planned on later.
absolutely, man. That's what it is. That's what it's all about. It's awesome.
Yeah. How many autographs do you think you will sign this year?
Oh my goodness. I mean, in the 10,000s for sure.
There's gonna be so many people.
Going to be a lot of people. I would say, like thinking about it, I'd say probably 30,000,
Uh,
30,000, 40,000 autographs. I mean, um, yeah.
did you practice your signature in class as a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have pieces of paper I can find in my room right now of me in fifth grade, signing my own paper in class. So,
I think we've all done that. It's so fun.
yeah, absolutely. Keeps you dreaming too, which is
Yeah.
where I'm at right now. So,
Cool. So my last question for you, I'm gonna ask everyone this from now on. What advice would you give to your younger 12-year-old self?
a lot of things, man. 10 years ago. Yeah, 10 years ago, I didn't have a sense of identity. I didn't have a sense of purpose. I was a self-conscious kid who didn't have much self-confidence, man. I think what I would tell myself when I was 12 years old is stick with it. You
Yeah.
know, no matter what, no matter what, whether you're being, in class or you are at the field, um, no matter who you're hanging out with, just stick with your goal, your dream. When I was 12 years old, I wanted nothing more than to play Major League Baseball. And I wanted nothing more than to continue to play this game into my 20s and, hopefully into my 30s. I pray that I do get to do that. Um, but I struggled with a lot of self confidence, and a lot of times that drove me into a place where I didn't want to work hard anymore. And so I think right now, what I would tell myself is just, hey, no matter how you're feeling, stick with it because there's going to be some great things that come for you, which I can't say how blessed I am to have the experience that I've had so far with baseball. So,
Yeah, dude, look where God's gotten you now. You're still pitching.
yeah, absolutely.
With all due respect, I find it like not funny, but kind of cool that you struggle with confidence and now you're gonna go dance in front of 80,000 people.
Yeah, man, it's a testimony for sure. But it's funny to see what God does to kids who struggle with self confidence. So,
Yeah. Sometimes he turns our biggest fears as kids into like something that we work with.
absolutely. Yeah, that's so true, man.
That's all the questions I have for you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, man. I mean, how old are you? 14, you said?
Yeah, I just turned 14 in May. Well, I guess that's a while ago, May.
Yeah. Okay. Um, what's your dream? What are your goals?
So there's a couple that come to mind right now. I'll either want to play Major League Baseball. That's been my goal for a long time. I either want to be like some sports broadcaster, or as I've done these interviews, I would love to play banana ball, but probably one of those three.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, stick with it, man. I mean, as far as broadcasting goes, you've got a bright future ahead of you. You're definitely talented at this. So just stick with it, man, and stick with the baseball stuff. Um, just continue to work hard. But yeah, you got a bright future ahead of you, man. And I appreciate you having me on.
Thank you. That means a lot coming from you. No problem. Thanks for joining me.
Yep, absolutely.
Have a great rest of your day and tour.
Yep, thank you, man.
No problem.
All right, bye bye.
See ya.